Yo, itu hata viewing. Mouse sifani uli rakhi dini mohan bhi group.
Just Kidi. Hal itu telah ada solana.
No. Same, no?
Yes, next.
Oh, good. We have watched the impugn order to that part. And then the direction is the state respondents are directed to pay full salary, pay and allowances to the petitioner for the period 28/12/2013 to 7/11/2020. After adjustment of the amount already paid to the petitioner towards subsistence allowance, the error salary, pay and allowances shall be paid to the state respondent, shall be paid by the state respondents within a period of 90 days from the date of passing of this order, failing which the state respondents shall have to pay interest at the rate of 9% per annum on the error amount from the date of filing of the present petition till final realization, with petition allowed. Okay.
Please, Lordship,
Yes, please.
I'd like to mention item number 43. May please list it after 2 weeks on behalf of city chairman.
Okay, 43. Your name is there,
No, on behalf of city chairman.
Mr. So-and-so. Makes a mention on behalf of Mr. Siti Jamil, the learned senior counsel, and seeks adjournment of the case for 2 weeks. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks. Yes. Yes.
May it please your lordship. Your lordship, the petitioner is approaching this honorable court for scale of pay, your lordship.
Mr. So-and-so. Learned counsel for the petitioner. The case of the petitioner is that he was appointed as a sweeper by order dated 25/5/99 on land ownership basis on a fixed pay of rupees 5,200 per month. Stop. The petitioner has approached the authorities concerned to grant him scale of pay as he has been discharging his duties as other regularly grade 4 employees. So, however, the case of the petitioner has not been considered. Issue notice to the respondents, returnable within 4 weeks. Since Mr. K. Angami, the learned senior government advocate, appears on behalf of the state respondents, no formal notice need be issued. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall, however, serve requisite copies of the writ petition to the learned state council within a period of
5 days.
within a period of 5 days from today. Listed accordingly.
I don't know to change now.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
My lord, I believe that this matter may be passed over for the day, my lord.
Not for the day. But what remains in this petition? Listed up to 2 weeks.
Worship, if.
Listed up to 2 weeks.
Lordship.
I can do the file.
May I please, my lord?
Yes, please.
Lordship, actually, this matter is listed for admission hearing. However, your lordship, I'm not ready with the matter today. If this matter can be listed on another date, your lordship.
What is this matter? Oh, that pension,
Yes, my lord.
that pension matter.
Lordship,
I think high time we dispose of.
lordship,
On the prayer of Mr. N. Angami, the learned senior government advocate, listed on,
lordship,
listed after a week,
after a week, lordship.
listed after a week.
Deeply obliged, my lord.
Yes, what is this?
May I please, your worship?
Yes,
Lordship, on behalf of Mr. Zaden Woolley, learned CGC. He is out of station, your worship. And he has prayed that this matter, if it may come up on Monday or Tuesday, your worship.
is he very sure?
Yes, your worship.
Is he sure to come?
Yes, your worship. I was informed like that.
Because every time this adjournment is sought and what is your case?
My lord, here I'm praying for no court to pass my teacher's order.
Your?
Teacher's order. I was appointed, and after 3 months of training, I was forced to resign from my job.
What was the reason?
Actually, I was ill-treated by my superior, but the commandant, without taking into account of my grievances, he have passed the teacher's notice on 27 March 2012 and teacher's order on 31st March 2012. So my grief.
Okay. So when can he come? When can he come? Your certain
Tuesday, your worship.
Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
What is Tuesday?
22nd, your worship.
Okay. Mr. Zatan Kulnu makes a mention on behalf of Mr.
Zaden Woolley,
Zadan Muli,
learned CGC.
learned CGC, and seeks adjournment of the case on 22nd, 8/2023. Listed accordingly. Okay.
Much obliged.
I don't know the seven.
Yes, Mr. Likasi.
Sorry.
Yeah, I am seven.
Yes.
May I please, my lord, your lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, I may pray for respondent number one. Lordship, the regularization of the petitioners is placed before the cabinet for its approval, your lordship.
Who are the respondents?
Lordship, the other respondents are represented by my colleague V. Shokre, your lordship.
You're for one.
Well, I'm for one, my lord.
Mr. N. Langani, the Learned Senior Government Advocate, appearing for the respondent number one, submits that the case of the petitioner for regularization and service has been put up to the cabinet. And therefore, he therefore submits that 3 weeks' time may be granted to furnish the up-to-date information in the case. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Deep obliged.
Yes. Yes. What is?
May I please, my lord?
Yes, yes.
Lordship, this matter actually was handled earlier by my colleague Supong.
Okay.
Lordship, I'll be handling the matter now. Lordship, I just wanted to make a short submission, Your Lordship. The prayer made in the writ petition, Your Lordship, is only to the extent that there's an impugn letter issued by the Accountant General Office, Your Lordship, which is, Your Lordship, page 29 and extra 5. Your Lordship may allow me to read the letter, Your Lordship.
Yes, please.
Lordship, the subject is returning of pension document in respect of late Atsase Sankam external. Sir, in inviting to reference to a letter number dated 2/5/2012, I am to state that on scrutiny of the case, the following points have been observed. That one, late Atsase Sankam was appointed as casual tenure and fixed pay. Number two, service was extended on yearly basis. Number three, no regularization observation order into absorption order into pendency was enclosed. In this connection, he is not entitled for any pensionary benefit nor any terminal gratuity. Therefore, this office is returning all pension documents for necessary action at your end. Now, what happened was the petitioner has earlier approached this Honorable Court by filing a writ petition 187 of 2009. The Lordship, there, this Honorable Court has passed a direction.
AG was a respondent.
Yes, AG was a respondent, even in that case. The Lordship, here, the direction was that the petitioner should be paid an ex gratia, and number two, an order considering the petitioner to receive the extraordinary pension under the CCS Extraordinary Pension Rule 1969 should be considered. Should be considered, Your Lordship. Now, Your Lordship, in compliance to this order passed by this Honorable Court, Your Lordship, the state respondent has by an order dated 21 January 2012, which is annexed as annexure 4 page 28 of the writ petition, granted the extraordinary pension to the petitioner, Your Lordship. And this copy granting the extraordinary pension has already been given to the Accountant General Office. So the issue, Your Lordship, whether he was appointed on Procedural or not, whether his service has been regularized or not, it is immaterial. For the fact that, Your Lordship, the order dated 21 January 2012, issued by the government of Nagaland, Home Department, has already granted him the extraordinary pension, as per the extraordinary pension rules. Now, here in this writ petition, Your Lordship, the petitioner is only prayer is to the petitioner is only impugning the letter issued by the Accountant General Office, and Your Lordship, to direct the respondent to pay the extraordinary pension, Your Lordship. As far as the state responding is concerned, Your Lordship, we have already passed an order granting him the.
Now, who is the authority to come to a finding as to whether a person is entitled to pensionary benefits or not? Who is the authority?
Lordship, as per the CCS extraordinary pension rules, even a person who is on a fixed pay is entitled to receive the extraordinary pension.
I don't think so. I don't think so, as per CCS pension rules.
Lordship, Lordship, if Your Lordship may kindly peruse the annexure 10 of the writ petition. This is the CCS pension rule, Your Lordship. Rule 2. Rule 2, the last page, my lord. Page 43, my lord. Rule 2. I may be allowed to read, my lord.
Yes, which part?
Rule 2.
Yes.
Rule 2, Your Lordship. This rule shall apply to all persons paid from civil estates other than those to whom the Workmen Compensation Act 1923 applies, whether their appointment is permanent or temporary, on a scale of pay or fixed pay, or pieces work rates who are under the rule making control of the Governor General and who entered into service under the central government or on or after 1st of April 1937.
This relates to central government.
Your Lordship.
This relates to central government.
However, Your Lordship, here, since the government.
Mr. Joshua, what do you say? And if the petitioner is entitled, why deny him on the basis of this letter?
Lordship, as far as the state of the Accountant General is concerned, the pension could have, whether it is extraordinary or not, it can be sanctioned only after regularization. That is the stand of the Accountant General. So if this rule 2 is to be interpreted by way of adoption and the state sticks to the statement that extraordinary pension rule would allow a person who has been on fixed pay or contract or temporary to be able to receive the extraordinary pension, Lordship, on that ground, I may have to seek more advice from the Accountant General, Lordship. If not, going by our affidavit, the person who has not been regularized could not have been awarded pension. That is the stand of the Accountant General, Lordship.
Mr. Nangami, I think you will have to carefully make your submission. Because in some other cases, you are objecting to such nature of cases for pensionary benefits. So
Yes.
you will have to make I think you will not have to, you cannot put your feet here as well as there.
No, Your Lordship, in fact, Your Lordship, if I may be allowed to make submission on that, Your Lordship. Earlier, when all these matters was listed before the court, Your Lordship, the state government did not took the ground that the extraordinary pension rule was not applicable in the state of Nagaland. In this,
But as per the latest Supreme Court decision,
Lordship,
those on fixed pay and contingency pay, they are not entitled to pensionary benefits. And I think that the judgment passed by the Honorable Supreme Court has also been followed by this court, division bench, where Mr. MT was also a counsel. Seek advice and come. I think this will be
Lordship.
Mr. Joshua. I think you will seek advice and come, proper advice and come.
Lordship.
Okay.
My lord.
Mr. Joshua Shakti, the learned counsel for the respondent number
5, Lordship.
5. Shall come with proper instructions. On which letter? On which letter?
Lordship,
Which is that letter? Which is impugned?
Lordship, the letter dated 27/7/2012, page 29, my lord. Page 29.
On the letter dated 27/7/2012, within bracket annexure 5. to the writ petition. And to make submissions as to whether the petitioner is entitled to the pensionary benefits. Listed again on,
2 weeks, Lordship.
listed after 2 weeks.
Obliged, Lordship.
Item number 9 and 10.
Please give me pen, please give me because I cannot read it. Pen, proper.
May I please, Lordship?
Please. Good, good. Yes, please.
Lordship, my senior is undisposed,
Which is that matter?
therefore, list 2 weeks, Lord.
Which is that matter?
9 and 10.
9 and
9 and 10.
Who is your senior?
Limanaro.
Mr. So-and-so. Submits that. MS Limanaru. The counsel for the petitioner has some personal difficulties and therefore seeks adjournment of the case for 2 weeks. Where is allowed? Listed 2 weeks. Okay.
Item number 11.
May I please, my lord?
Yes, please.
Lordship, I'm making a mention on behalf of additional GV Shokri.
Yes.
I'm informed that your lordship, the affidavit is ready for signature.
Okay.
If 2 weeks time can kindly be granted, your lordship.
Mr. Ramangami, the learned senior government advocate, makes a mention on behalf of Mr. MSV Sokre, the learned additional AG, and seeks adjournment of the case for 2 weeks for filing affidavit in opposition. Where is allowed? Listed after 2 weeks. Okay.
I'm deeply obliged, my lord.
Yes.
Lordship, I have received the counter filed by the state, Lordship.
Yes.
So if I may be granted 3 weeks time to file my reply.
Okay, okay. MS Lucino, the learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that he may be allowed 3 weeks' time to file reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks. Okay.
Item number 13.
Yes,
Lordship.
yes,
I'm making a mention on behalf of the counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Enkel Lucum.
yes,
Lordship is embarrassment, so the matter can come up on 24th.
24th. What is 24th?
24th is next Thursday, my lord.
24th? Mr. Fuseko, the learned counsel, makes a mention on behalf of Mr. Anka Lucum, the learned counsel for the petitioner, and submits that the learned counsel for the petitioner is in bereavement and therefore seeks adjournment of the case on 24/8/2023. Prayer is allowed, listed accordingly.
Bless my lord.
Please.
Item number 14.
Yes.
In this case, the state is submitting that I should make the Department of R&D a party. I can do that. So 2 weeks' time for me to take this steps.
State is my,
Department of Rural Development. that I should make the Department of Rural Development a party in this case. I can do that. So in 2 weeks' time to file, to take necessary steps.
The learned counsel for the petitioner is allowed 2 weeks' time to implement the Department of
Rural Development,
Rural Development as respondent number 6,
number 6.
as respondent number 6. Prayer is allowed. 2 weeks' time is allowed for
Taking the necessary steps.
filing the application for implement.
There is an interim order, right? The interim order.
The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date. Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Lordship, I need to file my affidavit in opposition. So Lordship, kindly grant me 2 weeks' time.
You're the counsel for
Responding, Lordship,
respondent number.
sole respondent.
Mr. So-and-so. The learned counsel for the sole respondent submits that he may be allowed 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the said respondents. Prayer is allowed. Listed after 3 weeks.
Lordship, there's an interim.
The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date.
Much obliged.
Maybe Lordship.
Yes, Mr.
Lordship,
Pacheco.
can you grant me 2 weeks' time to file my reply, Lordship?
Reply to.
Reply to the affidavit filed by the private respondent.
Your lordship, if last chance be given, your lordship, to file the affidavit. Your lordship, there's interim, your lordship, where the proceeding as well as the investigation have been kept, have been stayed, your lordship, since July last year, your lordship.
Okay. Make an endeavor to file your reply.
Lordship. As last opportunity.
Mr.
2 weeks.
Pacheco. The learned counsel for the petitioner is granted 3 weeks' time to file reply to the affidavit filed
File
by
by
the
respondent 2,
respondent number 2. Prayer is allowed.
3. Lordship, sorry.
Filed by the respondent number
3.
3.
Respondent
3. Prayer is allowed. Listed after 3 weeks.
3. What's the interim?
Stop. The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date. Okay.
Like, my lord.
Item number 17.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Lordship, I'm appearing on behalf of my senior, Tompo Pangianer, counsel for the respondent number 2. Your Lordship may kindly list the matter after a week, as my senior is indisposed.
Okay.
So I have no objection.
MS so. Learned counsel makes a mention on behalf of Mr. Tompo Corner. The learned counsel for the respondent number 2 and seeks adjournment of the case after 2 weeks on the ground that Mr. Tompo Corner is indisposed. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks.
May I please, your lordship,
Yes,
the order dated 16/12/2022. It may be extended, your lordship.
interim,
Yes, your lordship.
the interim order passed earlier shall be extended till the next returnable date. Okay.
No, may I please, my lord.
Yes, please.
Your Lordship, I'm appearing for respondent number 1 in this matter, your lordship. And the other respondent are represented by my call it V shop here. Lordship, for the accountant general, the lordship,
Okay.
yes. Lordship, sometime may be granted to us, your lordship, to get the necessary instruction, my lord.
Okay.
Yes, lordship.
Mr. A. Nangami. The then senior government advocate for the respondent number 1. 6 for 3 weeks' time to get necessary instructions and address the court. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Deeply obliged.
Please, your lordship.
Yes, please.
Lordship, I'm making a prayer on behalf of AIME, your lordship. This matter may kindly be listed after a week, your lordship.
Okay. Affidavit file. Affidavit.
Your lordship.
File, affidavit file. MS. Inahuli. Makes a mention on behalf of MS AIME, the learned government advocate, and seeks adjournment of the case for a week. Prayer is allowed, listed after a week.
Much obliged, your lordship.
Yeah, please, your lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, affidavit is almost ready, lordship. And signature is awaited, lordship, so to extend will be granted.
Mr. V. Jamonu, the learned government advocate, submits that the affidavit on behalf of the state respondents has been sent for waiting, and therefore he may be allowed 2 weeks to file the affidavit in the court. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes, please.
Lordship, I'm appearing on behalf of my senior Siti Jamir, the counsel for the petitioners. Lordship, I pray that 2 weeks time may be granted to file my affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents.
The Mr. Senso, the learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that he may be allowed 3 weeks time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. Stop prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Please, your lordship.
Yes, please.
Your lordship, I'm here to file my affidavit in reply in the WPC 136 of 2022.
136.
Yes, your lordship. So 2 weeks time will be given.
Okay.
I've already filed the affidavit in 137.
MS Senso. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he may be allowed 2 weeks time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents in WPC 136/2022. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Please, your lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, 3 weeks will be granted to me for filing counter. Lordship, I'm yet to receive instruction from some of the government.
MS. Livika. The learned government advocate. 6 for 3 weeks time. To file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks. Okay. Yes.
May I please, lordship,
Yes.
my lord, I'm appearing on behalf of respondent number 5.
Respondent number 5.
My lord, another 2 weeks time may be given to file opposition. my lord.
Mr. So-and-so. Mr. Veto, you have filed?
No.
Then? You are standing quietly behind him, huh? Mr. So-and-so,
Piece of the
learned counsel for the respondent number
5.
5, as well as Mr. V. Jamomi, the learned government advocate.
On behalf of non.
6 for
3 weeks time. my
3
lord.
weeks time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed. Listed after 3 weeks.
Much obliged, my lord.
May I please, my lord?
Yes.
Lordship, can you grant me 2 weeks' time to file counter?
Mr. Kiangani, the then government advocate. 6 for 2 weeks' time,
3 weeks, Lord.
3 weeks' time. To file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the state respondents. Where is allowed? Listed after 3 weeks. Yes, Mr. Kurno.
Your Worship, I am representing respondent number 2 here.
Respondent number
Number 2, the private.
Two.
Yes, 2. I mean, we got some time to file my affidavit in opposition.
What about state?
Lordship, you have nothing much to say. We're just from.
So I record that you will not be filing your affidavit.
Yes, Lordship.
Mr. Zajan Kullu. The learned counsel for the respondent number 2 submits that he may be allowed 2 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition for the same respondent. Stop. Mr. Kiangami, the learned senior government advocate, submits that the state will not be filing affidavit in the case. Listed after 2 weeks.
That's in train.
The interim, stop, the interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date. Okay. Yes. Yes, Mr.
May I please, my lord?
Yes, Mr. Anand.
Lordship, on behalf of additional GV Shokriya, your lordship, sometime may be granted your lordship to comply with the order of the court, your lordship.
Which is the impugn order? Which is the impugn order?
This is not non-compliance of the owner.
Which is the impugn order?
Yes, 11/4/2020.
11/4/20.
Yes. An extra one from page 8 to 12.
11/4, okay. Mr. N. Angami, the learned government advocate. Submits that 3 weeks' time may be granted to the respondents to comply with the order dated 11/4/2022 passed by this court in WPC 96/2021. Where is allowed? Listed after 3 weeks.
Obliged, my lord. Lordship, even this matter, I have a similar prayer, but however, in this matter, I am praying for respondent number 1, your lordship.
Same order. Same order. Even in the previous order, we have reflected your
Lordship.
doesn't make any difference.
Lordship. Obliged, my lord. Lordship, I am allowed 2 weeks' time to file my affidavit, lordship. And for respondent number 2 and 3, lordship.
Content.
Lordship.
Why affidavit?
In the form of affidavit, lordship. We have just received instruction.
For all the respondents?
No, lordship, for 2 and 3, lordship, and for 4, more mention is appearing, lordship. Respondent number 1, I'm appearing.
Mr. V. Jumamu, the learned government advocate, appearing for respondent number 2 and 3, submits that he may be allowed 2 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the state respondents. Stop.
Lordship, affidavit in opposition will be filed by respondent number 4, lordship, since I have already received instruction, lordship. Respondent number 4 is appearing by more injured, lordship. I'm told that
Okay,
he is.
cancel everything. Cancel everything. the learned government advocate. 6 for 2 weeks' time. On behalf of respondent number 4. To file affidavit in opposition.
Lordship,
Prayer is allowed. Listed after 2 weeks.
Lordship. Hello, Blanche.
Lordship, this matter will be taken up after the listed matters.
What is the matter about?
I'm seeking quashing of the FIR.
Pardon?
Quashing of the FIR.
Washing of the FIR.
Yes. On the last occasion, today has been fixed for the admission hearing.
Let us see, but this court may not be very interested to quash the FIR at this stage. Let us. Yes, please.
No, please, Your Lordship. On the earlier question, I've prayed to file amendment petition, but I have instruction not to file amendment petition. So I'll be filing my affidavit in
What
reply.
was the amendment? Why was the amendment sought for?
On 15 June, the order, it was allowed to file amendment on 15 June.
Well, which order? 15 June?
Yes, my lord.
So you have no more interest to file the vital documents?
Uh, I've obtained the RTI. So through RTI, I came to note that in the year 2021 and 23, no appointment was given under the compassionate scheme. So I'll be challenging that through my affidavit in reply, my lord.
You will be challenging the information received from the RTI in your affidavit in opposition?
No, since there was no appointment made under the compassionate scheme and under the provision, up to 50% in the year is allowed to make a compassionate appointment, but no single appointment was made in the year 2021 and 23.
What is your petition about?
I'm seeking a compassionate appointment.
Compassionate appointment.
Yes, my lord.
Oh,
My father passed
okay.
away in the year
You are seeking
2020.
compassionate appointment.
Yes, my lord.
Then why was the amendment sought?
Actually, I received instruction to seek the post of office assistant, but the post of office assistant is not a sanctioned post. So since the office assistant post is not a sanctioned post, I will be praying according to my petition, which I sought appointment in any grade 3 or 4 post.
Yes, Mr. Veto.
Lordship, I'm here, Supang Chang is appearing, Lordship.
Yes.
And I'm told that she has already filed an affidavit, Lordship, affidavit in opposition.
Is she present?
Lordship, she's not keeping well, Lordship. So she has instructed me to appear on her behalf.
Pleadings are complete.
Lordship, it seems the petitioner counsel, they want to file a reply, Lordship, to the affidavit in opposition filed by the.
Oh, you want to file reply?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Mr. Senso. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he may be allowed 2 weeks' time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks.
Hello.
May I please, my lord?
Yes.
Lordship, I'm making a mention on behalf of V. Shokre.
Yes,
I'm told that your lordship, the state has preferred an appeal
okay,
against this order.
okay,
And my brother has read appeal 6 of 2023.
okay. So,
There's no stake. And there's a clear line of precedence, this will go before the. It has not even been moved as of now.
okay, let them move. Let them move. We give them
Let
the
Take some
option.
time to find the affidavit, at least the contempt proceeding may be.
Pardon?
continued. Contempt proceeding may be at least continued. On the last occasion, they sought some time to file an affidavit.
No, 26. 26, 2023. Only says that the return service report in respect of respondent is awaited. That's all. That was the order last passed.
After that,
26. After that, no order. July, you have a July order? No. And thereafter, office note 7/27/6. 2023 shows that Bagalat Nama filed on behalf of R1 and 2.
yes, yes.
Ah,
And after that,
after that, no, nothing. After that, no.
better may come after a week. To ascertain the.
You,
Because
you
there was
just,
order passed on last occasion.
if they file a appeal, let us wait for the outcome. And why don't you press the appellate court for stay?
Lordship, even in the
It's
appeal, I'm not
against your
there.
lordship's judgment, sir. The matter has not been listed.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. Maybe that is, yes.
In that case, the matter
Okay.
can come up after 3 weeks.
Yes, your lordship, then if that is the case.
After 3 weeks, because the appeal will not be coming up again for 4 weeks.
Yes, yes, my lord.
Listed again after 4 weeks.
Good obligement.
Ma'am, please, the lordship.
Yes, please.
On the last order, lordship, I was directed to produce the status report, lordship. However, till such time, lordship, I haven't received any status report from the investigating.
This is criminal petition
Yes, lordship. This, they are praying for the Zima.
for.
So
How much time?
a week's time, lordship,
A week's time.
lordship.
Mr. Vijmomi. The learned public prosecutor,
Lordship.
6 for a week's time. To comply with the order dated 3/8/2023. Passed by this court. Listed after a week.
Lordship, I'm mentioning on behalf of my colleague AIM Lordship. Lordship, I've been instructed that she is yet to receive instruction, Lordship. So Lordship, may please grant 3 weeks time.
The learned government advocate. 6 for 3 weeks time. To file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks.
3 weeks though.
Listed after 2 weeks. So
Lordship, I have similar prayer on behalf of AIM.
okay. So
Much a pleasure. I know that. Lordship, on behalf of AIM Lordship. 2 weeks time may be granted, Lordship.
same. Oh. Yes, Mr. Vijay.
Lordship, on the last occasion, Lordship, this honorable court has directed to produce the CD, Lordship.
Yes.
However, Lordship, I have been informed that the prison IO has been transferred out, Lordship. And then, Lordship, I have been informed that the accused has been charged sheeted, Lordship. However, till such time, Lordship, I haven't received the CD, Lordship. And through instruction, the IO, the prison IO have stated that he will produce the CD either by today or tomorrow, Lordship. So, Lordship, if matter can come up on Monday, Lordship.
Okay. On the prayer of Mr. Vijay, the learned PP. Listed again on. We're listed on 22nd.
21st, Lordship. 22nd, I have-
22/8/2022.
Lordship, I have some difficulty on 22nd, Lordship.
Okay, we listed on Thursday.
First,
Nice. Thursday, what is Thursday? 24th. Okay.
much obliged.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Lordship, service on respondent is still awaited. Respondent 1, 2, and 3.
Still awaited.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Service of notice issued upon respondent number
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. Is still awaited. Awaiting service report listed after
2 weeks. Your Lordship.
2 weeks. Okay.
Much obliged.
Yes.
Lordship, I am approaching this Honorable Court by way of IA due to the subsequent development, Lordship.
You were supposed to file amended petition.
Lordship, I have already filed, Lordship.
You have filed
Lordship.
amended petition not filed, not yet. When did you file?
Lordship.
IA 85. IA 85 is the amended petition.
No, it is,
86.
yes, that was allowed, Lordship, that was report. And then only we filed the end of this petition.
What is that 86?
Filing.
Amended petition filed.
The petition is. 104.
Yeah, they have filed.
Is the I.
Why IA 86 is not listed? This post? Post. Oh. No,
Lordship, by IA 86, that is amendment petition, it was allowed, Lordship. And then this
IA 86, the petition. So have you filed the amended petition?
Lordship.
When did you file your amended petition?
Lordship, as per the honorable court direction, within 3 days we have filed, but I made an apology that I'm not certain with the date, but we have filed, Lordship.
Please bring the mic near you. Please bring the mic near you. I can't hear you.
Lordship,
Please bring it.
Lordship, I beg apology that I have not recorded the date, but as per the honorable court correct direction, within the specific time, we have filed the amended petition before the registry. So if Lordship may kindly produce the record.
Have you really filed your amended petition?
Lordship,
It is submitted by Mr. Estamjan, the learned counsel for the petitioner, that the amended writ petition has been filed. But the same is not on record. Registry to trace the same. And is the case on?
Lordship, a short time may be given to us.
Yes, you give the convenient date.
Tomorrow, Lordship.
Listed on, well, tomorrow is Friday, no. Listed on Monday,
Lordship.
listed on 21/8/2022. It is not there.
Lordship.
Your, there's a amended the records, writ petition is not on record.
Lordship.
So we'll tell the registry to put up, okay?
Lordship.
Then we'll actually pass orders. Yes, Mr. Tushi.
May this, my lord. My lord, I have instructions to withdraw the petition, lordship, but liberty may be granted to me, lordship.
Mr.
There has been some developments.
Tushi or Longcomer submits that he has instructions to withdraw the writ petition with liberty to file a fresh. Stop. Writ petition is allowed to be withdrawn with liberty to file a fresh. Okay.
Obliged.
Please, your lordship,
Yes.
there has been some development in the case, my lord. Out of the 17 writ petitioners, apparently 8 of them wants to withdraw. The petitioner number 6.
File an application.
Yes, lordship,
If you want to withdraw.
according to the notification number 79, I have to file a.
Yes,
necessary items, but-
notification.
But lordship, before that, at least their names withdrawal may be allowed so that I can file IA for amendment of the course title, lordship.
You file an application for withdrawal, then we'll allow, only then we will allow amendment. Yes,
Lordship,
because as per the new notification from the principal seat,
yes, lordship.
we cannot avoid that. So you file an application first. We'll allow you to withdraw after filing the application, then we'll, after that only we'll allow you to file amended petition to the course title.
My lord, my lord.
Okay.
Lordship, however, there's an urgency in hearing the interim order, lordship.
Yes, so we make a direction that
My lord, is there. But as far as the petitioners are concerned, lordship, the LLB is equivalent to master's degree, my lord. So they are all qualified to apply for the post of DCPO, the District Child Protection Officer. And my lord will appreciate this fact also.
no, but your problem is the H factor.
No, lordship, see, the DCPO, the District Child Protection Officer can come in deputation also. Lordship,
But that is not your case here.
no, what my lord is to, I mean, my sincere request for your lordship to give me a
Your-
question at this point is that DCPO is equivalent to district social welfare officer.
Okay.
Now, that is not an entry post. So for someone in the rank of district social welfare officer to come on deputation, or should the age bar 35, that is completely inapplicable in his district.
First file amended application within the time frame given by this court,
My lord,
or else we will vacate the interim.
my lord.
Mr. Joshua Shakti, learned counsel for the petitioner. Mr. Shakti submits that the petitioner number
6,
6,
7,
7,
9,
9,
11,
11,
12,
12,
13,
13,
15, and 17, lord.
15, and 17 desires to withdraw from the writ petition. Stop. The learned counsel for the petitioner is accordingly allowed. This time.
My lord, at least 1 week may be granted, my lord.
Lordship,
They are
my
different
submission
places.
should be recorded because there's a huge urgency in implementing the scheme. Otherwise, God knows even the scheme may go back again. So that's a huge urgency, Lordship. And that is the reason why we have fixed the interim hearing today, that is 17th, Lordship. That may be considered, Lordship.
My lord, that cannot be the excuse of violation of the guidelines in the first place.
Lordship, if there is no longer standing, then there is no question of violation of their rights, Lordship.
In fact, I have no issue if my lord wants to hear the interim issue today, lordship. The question of
Yes.
locus standi will not
Lordship.
arise.
We will hear the interim today.
My
Lordship,
lord,
we will, after that, we will allow you to withdraw.
my lord.
Okay,
Lordship, the petitioners, they are qualified to apply for a post of DCPO.
what is your case first? Let's see.
Of course, lordship. Now, according to the guidelines, my lord, the post of DCPO, that is the District Child Protection Officer. The District Child Protection Officer has to be appointed first, either by way of deputation or by way of contract appointment. Only after that, after the appointment of the District Child Protection Officer, lordship, in the selection committee to appoint the other employees in other posts, lordship, the District Child Protection Officer will also be part of the selection committee, lordship. Now here, if we go by the advertisement dated 14 July 2023, lordship, the District Child Protection Officer along with all the other posts are advertised together, lordship. That itself is a violation of the Mission Vatsalya guidelines, lordship. And on that ground, lordship,
You first satisfy this code
yes, lordship.
on the prescription of the age by the government for.
No, that is my lordship. I'm coming to that. This is the first step.
Satisfy this point which you are raising.
Yes. Now, the District Child Protection Officer, which is in the rank of the District Social Welfare Officer, DWO.
See, age 21 to 35, age 21 to 35 is also prescribed for this post.
Yes, lordship.
Correct.
Yes, lordship.
Whether you are within that,
that is fair.
that range.
That's why, lordship, we are not in that range. That is unreasonable, lordship. It can come by way of deputation also. Now, if we are to see, lordship, in the rank of DWO, that is the District Welfare Officer, lordship, is to come on deputation. Can my lord apply the logic that someone who has entered the service in the rank of the DCPO, the Child Protection Officer, lordship, after getting promoted to the post of DWO, lordship, it takes years to get promoted, lordship. When the post DCPO can also, by way of deputation, be appointed, lordship. But age bar 35 itself is unreasonable.
Through the advertisement, that age point first. Let
Yes,
us,
lordship.
if you do not satisfy the score on that point, I think we cannot allow the interim order.
Yes, lordship. Page 48, lordship. Now, if my lord will kindly accept my humble submission, here in the advertisement at
Page 21.
no,
Page 21.
page 48, lordship. That's earlier advertisement, lordship.
Oh,
Page 48. The impugned advertisement is at page 48, Annex K. The district child, the applicant should be 21 to 35 years of age. The age relaxation for the in-service shall be as per the existing norms of the state government.
what is wrong with this?
Now, my lord will appreciate this fact that it can be by way of deputation and by way of contract appointment, lordship. The other factor, lordship, if my lord has already,
If the state desires to
yes, lord,
advertise this post,
my lord.
will it not be a more transparent method to appoint person?
Well, lordship, the guideline itself,
You are only agreed by the fact that the advertisement has prescribed the age between 21 to 35,
yes, lordship,
which debars you from sitting for applying for the post in which you are qualified.
yes, lord,
So you are challenging this clause,
yes,
which
lord,
prescribes 21 to 35 years of age.
lordship.
That is why I'm asking you, how are you agreed?
No, that's why I'm saying, my lord, that it is unreasonable. For the fact that it can come by way of deputation also in the rank of DW. Someone who has experience in the field of taking care of children's problems.
And if this court is to come to the conclusion that the age prescribed between the year 21 to 25 is not unreasonable, finish, your case goes.
No, that is understood, lordship. And at the end of the day, it's for your lordship to decide, but my lord, whether it is reasonable.
I am asking you to satisfy this court as to how the prescription of the year 21 to 35 years is unreasonable. I am asking you to satisfy this court. You are saying that there is a rule, there is a guideline which does not prescribe any age.
Yes, lordship.
If the guideline does not prescribe any age, whether it will be wrong for the state government to at least prescribe this age. That is what the court was asking.
Yes, lordship. Well, see, lordship, I'm not saying that the state is unreasonable to the extent that no age bar can be fixed. But the age bar up to 35 years, I am saying it is unreasonable for the fact that the post of DCPO can be filled up by way of deputation also, lordship. And deputation can be in only the rank of DW.
Government has not brought the post under deputation, but has advertised the post. What is wrong with that?
Lordship, I'm not saying that is wrong. But my lord will appreciate this fact that it can come by way of deputation also. If it can come by way of deputation, but the government has recourse to that. Even otherwise, lordship, it can come by way of deputation, which is by the document itself, my lord. So, if it is brought in deputation, whether the age of 35 is reasonable or not, that is the question which I'm posing before this honorable court on the action of the department, lordship. This, the second point, if my lord will kindly appreciate. Lordship will appreciate this fact that this is not a post which has retirement benefits. It is co-terminus with the project itself, lordship, the scheme. So, lordship.
Mr. Joshua, don't stretch your co-terminus too far. It will not mean that since the post is co-terminus, the government cannot prescribe age limit for appointment. I think that actually that submission.
No, that is well, lordship. If my lord may kindly appreciate it. At the end of the day, lordship, after hearing,
at the same time, I want you to clarify what this.
So that is why I'm begging this honorable court to appreciate this fact. That whether they have the returns or not, that is another issue. But it can come by the deputation also. And the deputation is not in the NG rank, but in the promoted rank, lordship. So in the rank of DPO.
Which is that guideline? Let's see, where is that guideline?
My lord, may kindly come to page 53 of my petition, lordship. Page 53. The selection process of staff under District Child Protection Unit. May I read, my lord? 1. A selection committee constituted by the State Principal Secretary
What is the selection process of staff under DCPU?
Yes, Lordship.
What is is this a guideline?
This is part of the guideline, Lordship. My apologies, but the entire guideline was not. The entire copy of the guideline, my lord. There is a page 60 of the guidelines, Lordship, page 60. May I read, my lord? May I read, Lordship?
And this guideline is issued by
By the Union Government, Lordship.
Government of Nagaland Ministry of Women and Child Development. Is the Ministry of Women and Child Development a party in your case?
No, Lordship. I'm not challenging the guidelines, Lordship. I'm just relying on it. May I read, my lord?
Yes.
1. A selection committee constituted by the state principal secretary headed by district magistrate shall head the selection committee for selection and appointment of the staff of DCPU. The district selection committee will include district level officers, example, district project officer, program officer, ICDS, district social welfare officer, chairperson, members of CWC, members of JJB, etc. Once the district child protection officer, DCPO, is appointed either by deputation or contract, he or she shall also be part of the selection committee for appointment of other personnel of the DCPU. So the recourse taken by the state to appoint the DCPOs by way of advertisement, Lordship, I'm not aggrieved by that. But there's 2 ways. One is by deputation, the other is by direct appointment. And whether the state has appointed anyone on deputation or not, it is a fact that it can be by means of deputation or by way of direct appointment, Lordship. It is my humble
direct appointment then?
So it is my humble request before this humble court that if there is an H bar put, Lordship, assuming that it is by way of deputation, the same principle, that the same condition of 21 to 35 years, Lordship, it will generally apply to both sense, both, whether either by way of deputation or by direct appointment, Lordship, when the age bar is 35. It is my humble prayer before this humble court that whether that is reasonable or not.
No, if the state wants to go for direct appointment, and if the state is prescribing 21 to 35 years of age for that post, what is wrong there? What is wrong? Tell me what is wrong in the action of the state government advertising post prescribing 21 to 35 years of age.
It is my humble submission that is
using the court that actually the post to that officer's post should be appointed on deputation. You are forcing this court, which you cannot.
If my lord sees the issue from my humble submission angle, Lordship, then my lord.
That is your submission. That is your
Lordship. Now, and it is my request and belief that if this honorable court would consider my submission, Lordship, will also see that it is unreasonable because it is not a retirement post where there are benefits for retirement also. The real purpose of appointing the district child protection officer is for someone who is having the experience and qualification to deal with the children issues. What is the qualification for 21 to 35 years to have the competence? Is it that someone who is between the age group of 21 to 35 years have the competence to deal with the children issues? The petitioners have had about 10 years or more experience in the department, Lordship. They have sufficient experience in working with the child-related issues. Now that they have crossed 35 years, Lordship.
Mr. Joshua, you are making a submission that since they have sufficient experience, their prescription of the age should be done away. Right.
Now, my lord will also, if my lord may kindly appreciate this point also, Lordship. The state has been acting in an arbitrary manner.
We are modifying that order on condition that the result of the interview conducted pursuant to the advertisement shall not be declared till orders from this court. Okay.
Lordship, I may be given to justify and raise some preliminary objection, Lordship.
No, we are giving that condition. We are giving that condition. To actually protect the interests of both the parties.
Lordship, as far as the age is concerned, there is ample of provision provided by the guideline to the state
Yes.
appointing authority, Lordship. And in fact, the council has already submitted that they are not challenging the guidelines as such. This is just for reference, Lordship. In that way, the appointing authority have to space.
Where is your affidavit? Where is your affidavit?
Lordship, I was not directed.
You are given the affidavit. You were given the chance to file your affidavit
Lordship,
on your prayer.
Lordship. It was not directed on 11th, it was just to be heard, so if that is to be directed, I will file my affidavit, Lordship, and satisfy this court, Lordship. But as far as age is concerned,
But if you said that there is so much of urgency, why don't you immediately file your affidavit in opposition? So that because you are representing the Ministry government, correct?
Lordship, the Nodal Department.
If you are saying that you are actually, there is very high urgency in speaking of this petition, then you can file your affidavit instead of filing all those miscellaneous, your counter to the miscellaneous applications, the application. and all
Lordship,
this.
for the filing, it was given 4 weeks, but as far as the hearing of interim, it was fixed today, so Lordship, that way we came for the hearing, Lordship, but
That's why when we have actually fixed the hearing. Impliedly, it means that actually you should also file your affidavit.
But even Lordship, even without going to the merit of the case, there is no locus standi at all as far as the petitioners are concerned, Lord Father, in line with reading with the guidelines, Lordship. And it is a very clear.
Guidelines on which these provisions you are relying.
Lordship, if I may take you to Lordship, page number 61 again of the guidelines. Page number 61. As that, if I may go a little back, Lordship, if I may be allowed to proceed, Lordship, just few minutes, Lordship. The first guidelines it came in the year 2010, wherein the petitioners were appointed. Now, this is 2022, the latest modified guidelines, Lordship. And accordingly, we have advertised the latest 14 July 2023 advertisement. That with regard to page number 61, in clause C, it says indicative qualification of staff. Page number 61 of the guidelines, Lordship. Page number 61. So this is with regard to
In which column? Column 1, 2, 3, 4?
Lordship, the heading of this, the following column.
Indicative qualification.
Lordship. Indicative qualification of staff of DCPU under Mission Watsala. Now the heading itself, as we define indicative, it is just a suggestion, Lordship. Ministry is giving just a suggestion or signifying or pointing out some expression. So in that way, the state has prerogative, and more so if I read this page number 61 along with page number 8 of the guidelines, Lordship.
61.
Read along with page number 8.
No, 61.
Page number 61, clause C, that is the heading indicative qualification, which means
That there are 4 serials, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lordship. So
Which is relevant for you?
point number 1, Lordship. Point number 1, the petitioners is challenging for point number 1, Lordship.
Postgraduate degree in social work, social. So
for all the following
at least 3
points,
years of experience of working with the government, non-government organization in documentation, training, and courses. Eligibility, proficiency in computers, eligibility criteria, district child protection officer.
so all the petitioners are holding the post of point number 2, 3, and 4, Lordship, at the moment, wherein they were appointed by the 2010 guidelines. Now, in this improvised guidelines, as per the heading says indicative qualification, which means the state is just giving, the ministry is giving just a suggestion. which we understood, which we understand that it is just a suggestion, so there is a space and room for the state authority, the appointing authority, to even modify and add it also, Lordship. But if I may take you along with page number 8, Lordship. Page number 8 of the guidelines, page number 8 of the guidelines. Page number 8, clause P, Lordship.
B.
B,
Close.
Lordship, clause P.
Clause
Number
P.
8, clause P, Lordship, the bottom. Roles and responsibilities of the State Mission Director in ACPS, State Child Protection Society, that means. Clause number 1, if I may read, Lordship. To take all administrative decisions pertaining to the implementation of the mission Withdrawal, Lordship, and related fund disbursement and maintaining oversight and supervision on implementation of the mission in all the districts of the state, Lordship. So that way the state appointing authority is given ample of provision and room for decision making as well, Lordship. And in that way, this age bar has been put not way out of any rules, but in line to the state existing rules, Lordship. More so, the post that has been advertised are only for the new districts, Lordship. The 11 districts which have already been conducted way back in 2010, they were all conducted in state level, Lordship. And accordingly, the remaining 5 districts have come up subsequently.
How were the appointments made in the other districts?
Lordship, in the previous, this is the second time only. The first appointment was done through the state level only. And the guidelines is a little different as if it is improvised one. And so in the 2010 guidelines, the specification, the qualification as annexed by the petitioner in page number 22, District Child Protection Officer. Page number 22 of the petition. An officer trained in juvenile justice system, MSW, MA in sociology, child development, sociology, political science, English and history only. And so as far as we understand from.
No, was not part of it, Lordship, at that point of time.
So
Now
that,
law is also included.
Lordship, that way, the qualification requirement was only to that extent. Now, the improvised one has got a postgraduate degree, the requirement. And accordingly,
I think we are going into the marriage.
Lordship,
You file your affidavit. I
Lordship,
think we are going into the marriage. We will modify the order so that you are the counsel for the.
this is number 3456.
Mr. Joshua Shakti, the learned counsel for the petitioner, and MS Apila Sanctum, the counsel for the respondent number
3, 4, 5, and 6.
3,
3, 4, 5, and 6, Lordship.
4, 5, and 6. Stop. After hearing the parties at length, this court is of the view that the interim order dated 11/8/2023 shall be modified to the extent that the result of the interview conducted pursuant to the advertisement dated
14/7/2023, Lordship.
14/7/2023 shall not be declared without the leave of this court. Listed. Again,
Lordship, at the earliest, Lordship.
you file your affidavit.
Lordship,
You file your affidavit, then we'll hear you.
Lordship,
Listed on.
Tuesday, Lordship,
Can you file your affidavit?
Lordship, Lordship.
Okay. He may also file a reply.
Lordship, but just one humble submission and just for the
Listed on
22, Lordship.
29.
We have to file our RA also, Lordship. Why is the state in such a rush? The state respondents,
Lordship,
when they have committed the guideline in the first place, they cannot escape that, Lordship.
There's no submission that petitioners are challenged the process of election. Where they are not seeking for the
Such submission should not be.
The motion may kindly bear witness that the petitioners are challenging only for this issue, that is the post number one lordship. When they will not be going to the lordship. And it is affecting the entire scheme to be implemented in the state of Nagaland lordship. If that can be taken note of lordship.
My lord, illegality should not be allowed to be perpetrated.
Petitions don't have a longer study to challenge the entire petition. And more so, lordship, the petitioners are not challenging the right of lordship.
We'll list it on 29 for final.
Lordship, no adjournment, lordship. If that could be
It
recorded,
will be
lordship.
subject to your affidavit.
Lordship, we'll be filing on Monday, lordship.
Lordship, about the RA, what will happen, my lord?
We will, I think, for the time being, we will just leave that aside.
My lord.
You want to withdraw the name of some petitioners.
Yes,
It
Lord.
may not be important in the face of the urgency of the case.
Lordship.
In fact, lordship, just for our discussion sake also, lord, if at all they are challenging the age also, I will satisfy this honorable court. However, the petitioners, in fact, two of them have an age also, and that is how they are coming with unclean means, lordship, and within the time of the lordship.
Will argue, Lordship.
Lordship, as a fixed item, lordship.
Listed on 29/8/2023. Stop. The learned counsel for the respondent number 3, 4, 5, and 6 shall file the affidavit in opposition on or before
They find it very urgent, let them file it on Monday, Lordship.
Monday, lordship.
on or before on or before 21.
Lordship,
My lord.
What is Monday, 21, no?
21, lordship.
On or before 21/8/2028. And reply to the said affidavit, if any, shall be filed on or before
Lordship,
24/8/2023.
My lord.
lordship.
Lord.
Okay.
Yes, Lordship.
MS, Mr. V. Jimomi, learned government advocate, appears for the respondent number 1. Okay.
Oblige, your Lordship.
Much obliged, lordship.
Allow me 2 minutes, please.
Sorry for the interruption. Lordship, I would like to mention item 45 on behalf of Departmental, Lordship. Having item 45, Lordship. Lordship, since the council is in bereavement, Lordship, his father expired just recently, Lordship.
Mr. V. Jimomi, then government advocate. Makes a mention on behalf of Mr. E. Tibapong. The Learned Government Advocate for the state respondents and submits that Mr. E. Tibapong is in bereavement and therefore to this the case
After 4 weeks, Lordship.
after 3 weeks. Where is the lot? Listed after 3 weeks. Okay. Yes. Mr. Hiralu. If your petition is for quashing the FIR, let us see what is the FIR.
This matter was supposed to be tagged with another matter. Based on more or less the same FIR.
Same FIR.
Yes, but the other matter has not been listed in today's court list.
What is the other?
Criminal petition 11 of 23.
Criminal petition
11 of 23.
11 of 2023.
Yes.
Okay. Place the case along with criminal appeal, a criminal petition 11/2023 on.
The Lordship won't be taking up the matter.
Don't take chance. Within 5 years.
In that case, next Monday.
Next month on.
If my learned friends are okay.
Okay. On 21/8/2023.
No more.
Yes, Mr. Jimomi.
Yes, my lord.
Lordship, here I have a prayer, Lordship. Actually, I thought my senior friends were in touch. I expressed my difficulty last night. But it turned out that there may be some miscommunication. So if my part of hearing could be taken up some other time and by.
Can I begin now?
Will it be proper?
Up to your lordship's convenience. Anyways, there's no impropriety about that. We'll be here.
Can you make it on Tuesday, next Tuesday?
Yes.
Mr. Jimomi?
No, Tuesday I have to go out.
Okay,
So let it be on the 28th.
28, because I want to let both the parties be present
Yes, Your Lordship.
during the hearing.
Yes, Your Lordship. In fact, Your Lordship, even item 3, I was ready for that today, which is for admission hearing.
Okay,
If that also can be fixed on the 28th, Your Lordship. It's a long
which
pending
which
case.
date we have fixed? Item,
Just 2 weeks,
oh,
just 2 weeks.
then in that case, it may not be proper, Mr. Jimomi, to change the date in the absence of the other parties. We'll list this case on 28th.
We will.
Okay, we'll list this and the other case, we'll leave it as it is.
Yes, sir.
Because I think it may not be.
I can inform them, Your Lordship. I can inform them. It's a long pending case, Your Lordship. This is from 2016. And actually, we had consented that the matter should be fixed on 28th, but Your Lordship, this is on the 15th.
Item
3.
Item 3. Item 3.
3 and 4 together, Your Lordship.
Oh, I think since Mr. Private respondents are also there, I think.
Your Lordship, we had agreed prior to the sitting of the board, Your Lordship, we had agreed that we'll mention it to fix it for the 28th. However, Your Lordship, Mr. Takakichu. I'll inform you, Your Lordship.
Okay. Item three, can you make some changes, okay? Item 3
and 4. together.
Item 3 and 4, no? Listed on,
28, Your Lordship, on the same day.
listed on 28/8/2023, okay? Instead of 2 weeks. 28, okay? And this hearing item, item 44, Mr. N. Kiangami, Learned Government Advocate, Learned Senior Government Advocate, expresses difficulties to take up the matter today. Listed again on 28/8/2023.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ismomi.
That's all right.
I want to let both the parties be present.
Very well.
For the hearing. Okay?
Very well.
Okay. Computer section, court to over.